Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. I am so happy to make this video because we as a team raised 320,000 Canadian dollars for the people of Palestine, and that's not just in Ramadan, that's since October the 7th. That's from when the campaign first started all the way up until the end of Ramadan. We managed to raise 320k. That number is astounding. Like I can't even imagine that kind of money. Through the hard work in Ramadan that I put in a lot of hard work this Ramadan. Normally I do campaigns, but I don't push as hard as I did this Ramadan, just purely because it's the Gaza issue, what's going on in Gaza, and just the amount of videos that I see. It just was constantly on my mind during the whole of Ramadan, and being a new mum as well, just those hormones and just feeling connected to all those children. I just really pushed this Ramadan, and I can't believe the goal that we hit. And to every single person, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, from every single inch of my body, I thank you so much for donating, just for being a part of this, for helping the people of Palestine, the people in Gaza, the children, the mothers, the men, everybody, but also for helping me in the sense that you donated to the cause that I asked you guys to donate for, and I get a part of that sawab, I get a part of those blessings, and that's just so magical. And we're kind of connected in this way where we're both coming together and doing deeds together, and it just feels so amazing. And a lot of you I've never even met, but inshallah I will meet in Jannah. Inshallah I would love to meet every single one of you. To know that I have that kind of support is just so amazing. And I'm going to answer some of your questions about the charity and what's been going on since the money's been raised and everything. And I also want to make it very clear that none of this money goes into my bank account ever. Like, there's none of this money goes into my bank. It all goes straight to HDI Canada, which is the charity that I partner with. You probably see them a lot. They partner with a lot of influencers. For example, for this campaign, we had like people like Sean King, Khalid Beydoun, I think that's how you pronounce it. You'll see him everywhere. You'll recognize his picture and his like content and his style. We have like big influencers like Saleh family, just a hugely amazing team. And we're all part of this WhatsApp group, so it's so nice to all kind of give each other tips and let each other know how we're going, like how we're doing. And obviously Sean King became Muslim at the beginning of Ramadan, so you know, he was putting things in the WhatsApp group like we're having our first iftar and we woke up for Fajr for the first time, and it's such an amazing vibe. And none of the money goes into any of our bank accounts. It would be very weird to send 300k whatever through my bank account to then just give it to the charity. I mean, it all goes straight to the charity. So then let's talk about HDI Canada, the charity. Firstly, the reason why I partnered with them, I think it's like the 4th or 5th time now. You will see that I've worked with a lot of charities in the past, so many, but I've never worked with them more than once. This is the only charity that I've worked with consistently because they are so transparent. Like, they're constantly in our WhatsApp group. They're putting pictures and videos of people on the ground, what they're doing, what they're giving. A lot of the influencers, they even go out to, like last year they did a Palestine trip. This year, because we can't really get in Gaza now, they sent influencers to Turkey to help the refugees there. There's so much content in terms of like showing us what they're doing with the money. So since Ramadan, we've had trucks going in filled with food, Eid things. We've had we have medical clinics. We have medicines going in. We have the money goes to help refugees, like Palestinian refugees in Turkey, helping their medical expenses. Like, there was one girl who she had her leg had to be amputated, so you know, we helped pay for a prosthetic leg for her, just as a one case. We even, when Mu'taz Aziza, I always pronounce his name wrong, was in Gaza, we were the people that managed to get him paracetamol when there was hardly any like painkillers around when he was injured. We have kitchens that we're giving 2,000 meals plus a day in multiple different places. We do orphan sponsorships. We're sponsoring orphans, helping them just survive in their day-to-day without their parents. I just hate talking about what happens to kids because you see so many kids like on Instagram and they're crying because their mum has died or something. And just the amount of things that HDI Canada do is just endless. And if you can go on their Instagram page, you'll see they're constantly posting what they're up to, what they're doing. And yeah, and at the end of the day, our wealth is not ours, it doesn't belong to us, it's given to us by Allah to test us. So, you know, what are you going to do with that gift that Allah has given you? And giving it in charity is one of the best things you can do. And I saw this statistic recently that Muslims are statistically the most giving group of people in the UK. Out of every single community and religious group, Muslims give the most, way more than anyone else. That makes us amazing. Like that makes me so happy and so proud to be Muslim. So yeah, that's what's been going on with the charity. Inshallah, I'll keep you guys updated with more stuff. You know, the situation in Gaza, there's still sieges. It's not easy to get stuff in. We're on the ground. We have warehouses there. Actually, some of our staff were bombed and killed a couple of months ago. We have staff there. We have facilities there. We have kitchens, medical clinics, everything. But it's not easy. We're not able to get in as much as we're not able to get in 300K's worth of stuff at the moment. It's still very difficult. So a lot of the money is still on standby, that when the siege ends, we're just going to flood it with stuff. I mean, it's not just me. Like, there's so many influencers who raised more than me, like in the millions. So there's a lot of money that still needs to go in. And we're just getting in everything we can at the moment, supporting all the things we have, helping the refugees, and we're just trying our best. But as always, thank you guys so much for donating, and thank you for watching the video. Assalamu alaikum.